Welcome to DSA practical video series. Myself, myself Professor Ganesh Attarthi from ENTC department SITRC Nashik. Today we are going to see the third practical of the subject data structure and the algorithm for the SE ENTC 2015 pattern SPPU. The aim of the third practical is the database management system using the array. So let's move toward the theory part of this particular practical. The aim of this the aim of the practical is the database management system using the array of structure with operations create, display, modify, append, search and sort. The learning objective of this particular practical is the understand the concept of structure, how to create the array of structure, how to access the member of the structure, creating the employee database using the structure, applying the sorting algorithm on the database. Okay, this is the theory related to the structure. Actually, the structure can be defined with the help of the keyword struct. After the struct, we have to give the tag of the struct, that is the name of the structure. Then after that, in between the two curly braces, we have to define what are the different members of the structure. And after the semicolon is a very important thing. The structure is the collection of the dissimilar data item. As the array is the collection of the similar data items, structure is the collection of dissimilar data items. These are some points to remember. You have to read all these things, and here it is mentioned that how the structure variable is created. First we have to write the struct, then after that the name of the structure and the variable name a1, a2 and the a3. You can use the different variable name. Now how to access the structure members? The structure member can be accessed by using the your structure variable dot and the member name. The dot operator is very important thing related to the structure. Using the dot operator we can access the structure element. Here some theory is given. You have to read all the things. Let's move toward the practical of this particular program, or the program of this particular practical. The next one is the command. The command is the nano expt4 ext3.c. I have already typed this particular file, so that's why I don't have to type, but in your case you have to type all the your practice all this program. The very first two lines are the file inclusion stdio and the string.h. This header file is included. The next one is I am creating the structure employee underscore database, which contains the two members int employee number, and the second is the character name, the character array name. The next one is the four functions I am giving here: the get employee underscore info, edit employee info, display info, and the delete employee info. The next one is total employee. This variable I am creating as a variable I am creating as a global variable. The next one is the main function. In a main function, first I am using the enter the size of the employee list. I am storing that size of the employee list in n variable. Now I am creating the array of the structure, so that's why I am using the struct keyword. Then the name of the structure is employee underscore database, and the employee underscore info, this is my variable name or the array name, and the size of the array is n. Suppose user has entered 3, then the 3 employees is been created. The next one is two variables in option and the r number. These variables are needed for the further processing. The next one is I am calling the function as a get employee info. I am passing the array index, the address of array as a employee underscore info, and the size of that particular array. The next one, here the function implemented get employee info. In a get employee info, very simple one, I am using counter is equal to 0, counter is less than number, and a counter plus plus. And every times for each variable, for each employee, I am asking the enter the employee number, and I am storing that employee number into the address of info of counter dot employee number. So that is, if counter is equal to 0, then it will store at the zeroth index of employee number. Then the name I am storing info of counter dot name, and the total employee is updated, total underscore employee is updated. The next one is uh, do while. I'm repeating this on my program in a do while statement. The next one is menu. I am printing here. Menu is first is edit employee name. Second one is display employee database. Third is delete employee name from the list. The fourth one is exit from the program. Enter the choice, and then that choice I'm storing in the option. Now that option is having the 4 value 1 2 3 4. I'm checking that it is having which value. Case 1. In a case 1 is generally related to the edit employee, so that's why I'm asking that enter the employee number of the employee to edit. So I'm storing it into the R number. So I'm calling the function edit underscore employee underscore info, and I'm passing the array address and the R number that is the employee to be searched. So this is my edit employee info function implemented. Now again counter 0, counter is less than number, counter plus plus, and then info of counter dot employee number equal to number, then enter the new name of the employee number and percentage s info of counter dot name. So it means that if I found that particular number into my list, then my my name is updated there. The new name is updated there, and it will break my statement, break my for loop, and it will go to the again here itself case 1, and it break the loop. So it will automatically get the new information, and it edit the information of the existing employee. The next one is second display. Display is very simple one. It just having the for loop and it will print its name and the employee number. Very simple one. Counter is equal to 0, counter is less than employee underscore employee, total underscore employee, and counter plus plus, and every time I am printing that particular employee information. The next one is case 3. Case 3 is the delete. Enter the employee number of the employee to be deleted. So I'm scanning that employee number into the percentage D R number, then delete underscore employee underscore info R number and the N, that is total employee. Then delete underscore employee function is implemented here. Okay, here. Now here first I have to search that it is present or not. So if it is present, so first I am using the linear search. So info of counter dot info number equal to number, then it will break. And then what you have to do, then info of counter dot employee number equal to info of counter plus 1 dot employee number. That is, you have to swap. If you have deleted that particular employee, the remaining employee has to be swapped to the, or has to be advanced to the next advanced to the plus 1 step. So that's why I am copying this particular employee number to the its previous one, and again the same for the str its name, and the counter is incremented while the counter is less than equal to size. So info of count, and I am making that info of counter dot employee number equal to 0, and the str cp of info of counter dot name is equal to dash, and then total employee is decremented. So this is the implementation of the delete underscore employee underscore info. Then after that, if the user has entered 4 option, then your program get terminated, that is exit will be executed, and your program is over. Now we are trying to run this program, so that's why I press Ctrl X for, then Y, then enter. Then for compilation gcc -o expt3, this is my binary name, that is executable name, and my program name that I have to compile is a experiment3.c. My program is not having any type of error, so that's why I am directly running my program ./expt3. So it will ask for the enter the size of the employee list. So enter the size of the employee list. So the size of employee list I am entering as a 3. So for one employee, enter the employee number. So suppose employee number is the 1001. name of the first employee, for example Ganesh. Now the employee number second, for employee number second, suppose the employee number is 1002, the second name is the Nilesh, and for third employee 1003 is the employee number, and employee name is Mahesh. So I have to display that it is already properly input or not. So display employee list. For that purpose I am giving the choices as 2. So if after entering the choices as 2, then employee number and name is get printed. So 1001 Ganesh, 1002 Nilesh, and 1003 Mahesh. The next one is, first I have to check that edit function is works or not. So that's why I am giving the choices as 1, edit. Okay, so edit, enter the employee number of employee to edit. So what employee number you have to edit? For example, I have to edit the 1002. So instead of Nilesh, suppose the Nilesh is working here and he's left. Now I have to give this employee number to other one. So enter the new name of employee number 1002. Suppose the G1 has joined my company, so that's why G1 is my new employee. So I have to check that the G1 is updated or not. So that's why again press the 2 for display employee database. So yeah, it is updated. So instead of firstly it is Nilesh, but now it is G1, so it is updated. The 3 is delete employee. Now delete, it is asked for the employee number. Suppose the 1003 employee has left my company, that's why I am giving the enter the employee number as a 1003. So it is deleted. Now I have to check that it is deleted or not. So for displaying, I have to display again. So 2. So the last one is deleted because Mahesh is at the last one. 1003 employee is at the last one. So only 2 employees in my company. All 3 functionality we have checked here. The next one is 4, exit from the program. Yeah, it is perfectly fine. So in this way you have to do this program and you have to check whether you are getting the same output or not. Thank you for using this video series. Thank you.